I'll tell you right here and right now, I'm not exactly soiling my knickers in excitement for Payback coming up this Sunday on the WWE Network. I may be just a teensy weensy itsy bit hopeful that it will be a good show since I was relatively very pleased actually with NXT TakeOver on the network Thursday night. However, looking at Payback, the build up to this show has been lackluster to say the least and mediocre at best. And I think this is a very important show for the WWE. Honestly, more important than your standard typical filler pay-per-view. You're coming off the heels of a couple of really bad weeks publicity-wise and press-wise for the WWE, where you've seen the stock price tumble. You've seen the announcement of a disappointing result in a new television deal from NBC Universal. You have a lot of people questioning the executive management and leadership of the WWE. The past couple of weeks' ratings of Raw have been bad. In particular, this week's Raw was really bad in the 2.6 range. Ouchies. People questioning the viability of the WWE network. A lot of questions for the WWE right now. A lot of uncertainty. A year that was starting off looking like it could be a really, really good year for the WWE has really descended into a abyss, a muck of questions and uncertainty. And the best way to me for the WWE to answer those questions, address those questions, and get rid of some of that uncertainty is to deliver on these shows on the WWE Network. And here's an opportunity for them to do it here at Payback. But again, I'm not all that hopeful. I'm not all that optimistic that they will give us a good show because if the build up to it isn't good, usually that doesn't make for a great payoff show, so to speak. Could be surprised, hope to be surprised, as I don't want to waste 3 hours on Sunday night, but I get the feeling that I very well might. The kickoff show match is going to be a hair versus mask match between Hornswoggle and El Torito. The second straight pay-per-view that I guaranteed, lock, stock, and barrel, I will be checking out the pre-show match, no question about it. That's not that bad. One of the most interesting feuds for me heading into a pay-per-view is a midget feud. As far as the main card, though, there's just not a lot of reason for me to be all that incredibly eager or anticipatory or excited about this show. You look at the United States Championship match. You've got Cesaro taking on Sheamus. So either Cesaro wins in some type of mucky fashion and they continue to go against the grain and make him heel, even though the people want to cheer him because they want Paul Heyman to stay on TV at any expense to get some lackluster heat from Brock Lesnar ending the streak at WrestleMania 30 because that was, again, the right decision to do, WWE. Or you're going to have Sheamus win here. Yay, Breakfast Club rules. And another meaningless United States Championship title reign will be well underway. This is the type of feud that I would have hoped someday could have been saved for a main event type of world title feud type of scenario because these are two guys that on the surface, in theory, I have some interest in seeing, but not the way that they're booked. They're booked in the wrong fucking roles in the wrong fucking ways. So the WWE has taken a matchup that I really would like to see because of the physicality and the brawling type of style that it can have between a Cesaro and a Sheamus, and made me absolutely not interested in it at all. That's quite an accomplishment, WWE. Good for you. You look at the Divas Championship. Alicia Fox is one of the most interesting things on WWE programming right now, period. Period. But I just get this overwhelming sense of doom that they only did it so that way they could serve her up to Paige at the pay-per-view. God, I hope that's not the case. I'm sorry, they hot-shotted Paige right to the title, and it's been a flop. It's been a mistake. No, I'm not going to necessarily blame Paige, even though I'm not a fan of Paige. The bottom line is it hasn't been good, and they just need to cut their losses right now. If they're not going to sit there and actually present Paige's character in a way where people can actually get behind it, then they need to go in a different direction. An actual real heel acting like a real batshit crazy psycho ratchet heel on Alicia Fox and make her the Divas champion. She's been the champion before. No reason they can't do it again, and God only knows. I hope that's where they go. I get the feeling that Alicia Fox will dominate, and then Paige will find a way to win, and it's like, yay, Super Paige booking rules the day. The Intercontinental Championship match, instead of having RVD maybe in a feud with a Cesaro, which again there was plenty of reason for that feud to occur, we've got a randomly kind of thrown together match between RVD and Wade Barrett. You could say, well, RVD deep, beat the clock. So we got this match again. You know, they're not even giving Wade Barrett big time television time. They're not really presenting him like a star, kind of like a half-ass star. They're giving him a little time here, a little time there. He needs more time. They need to devote more to him. And this whole thing between him and RVD, I don't care. And they're making Wade Barrett just feel like another mediocre Intercontinental Champion, which is what he's been before, and it looks like it's going to be again. Could this match be good? Sure. Do I hope this match is good? Yes. Do I hope Wade Barrett goes over clean here? God, yes. Do I hope this actually leads to an actual feud between the two of them, between RVD and Wade Barrett? Yes. But again, I'm not too hopeful. Now, for some reason, the WWE decided to drag out Daniel Bryan surrendering or not surrendering of the title to Payback this Sunday. I don't know why. I'm sure there was some type of ulterior motive. But is this the type of stuff that really belongs on a pay-per-view or a special event? That's one of my fears with the WWE transitioning over to the WWE Network, with basically only getting paid $9.99 for a show from somebody as opposed to $45, $50, $55. The pressure to deliver a great show maybe isn't as great, and it will lead to more Raw or SmackDown-esque type of segments getting on the pay-per-views or special events where they really don't have any sense in being. I don't see why they had to sit there and do something on Raw just to drag it out to here. I don't know. We'll see where they go with it. Whatever. That's my thought on it at this point. Whatever. I also have my thoughts of whatever on the last man standing match between John Cena and Bray Wyatt. Because at this point in time, again, I will emphasize I have no confidence or no belief that a Bray Wyatt is going to win this match. I mean, he's only going to have two guys in his corner against John Cena. There's no way he could overcome these odds or obstacles, especially in a last man standing match. You know, that's like equivalent to an I Quit match or something like that. Now, you would sit there and say, well, if he's got Rowan and Harper with him, they could beat the shit out of Cena 3-on-1, put him out of commission, and he can't answer the 10 count, and Bray Wyatt wins. At least it's a win. Maybe that's what they do, but you know, the way they've been presenting Cena, it just seems like that this feud is going to be about Cena and Cena winning and Cena squashing yet another young talent's up-and-coming hopes and dreams and squashing them like a bug and doing what they can to just make another guy a jobber bitch to Cena. You know, Cena wins clean and dominant at WrestleMania 30. He loses in the jokiest, bitchiest way at Extreme Rules. I don't expect anything less than that to happen at Last Man Standing match at Payback. Either Cena wins strong and dominant, or Bray Wyatt wins in the cheapest, jokest, bitchest way possible. Could this match be good? Yes. Could the finish ruin the good match that leads up to the finish? Absolutely, and I would be surprised if that didn't happen come Sunday night. And then you get the no-holds-barred elimination tag match between the Shield and Evolution. And let's hope that Evolution actually goes over here. You know, you could talk about, well, maybe the Shield should go over here, especially if Batista is going to be gone for a little while promoting Guardians of the Galaxy. Well, then again, that's maybe why the Shield should have done the job and Evolution should have won at Extreme Rules. You know, they need to get Evolution over a little bit. They need to reestablish them as a group. They need to actually have the Shield have a reason to continue to go at these guys because the Shield has already beat them. And like Triple H said, well, you guys already beat us, but you want to fight us again? Okay. I'm sure this match will be good. You know, there's a very good possibility to me that this ends up being the match of the night. The match at Extreme Rules was really damn good. And I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up being the same here. But when looking at this overall card, as I record this, there are a total of 5 announced matches for the main card, plus the Daniel Bryan segment, which could end up in a match between him and Kane, might not, and a kickoff show match. 5 announced matches. Come on now. You got to be able to do better than that. And then when I look at it and I see reasons to not care about all but one of the matches, like I said, I don't want to see the United States Championship match for my reasons. The Divas Championship match because I fear what could happen with the booking of the finish. The IC Championship, you know, I hope that surprises me and maybe that will get me sucked in, but again, I really don't like RVD anymore, and they're making Wade Barrett just seem like another traditional lame-ass mid-card champion in the WWE. Last man standing match, again, I really don't want to see it because I dread the decision that could be coming. I hope I'm wrong. I hope they do go with Bray Wyatt. I hope they keep Rowan and Harper away. And I hope they have Bray Wyatt beat John Cena 100% clean in a last man standing match and look dominant and strong and as a future force in the company. But based off of history, by God, I surely doubt that's going to happen. And if that doesn't happen, then I will probably poon and crap all over the damn match, just like I did at Extreme Rules. It's that no holds barred elimination match I expect to be the match of the night and expect to be one of the redeeming qualities of this night to me. But if they don't have Evolution go over again, I'm kind of like, well, what was the whole point of this feud? Your heels have to get some heat in order to get the baby faces more over. The baby faces have to have some obstacles to overcome. And if Evolution, other than the occasional thing like at the end of Raw this week, is always being made to look scared and look cowardly when they are supposed to be the established top guys. It's not just Jobber Jabronis, it's Triple H and Orton and Batista. Why in the fuck are they scared of Rollins, Reigns, and Ambrose? Come on, WWE, get your shit together. And that's the best way I could describe my thoughts heading into Payback this Sunday. WWE, get your shit together. It's that simple. I would sure as hell hope that you plan on delivering a good show this weekend, because Lord knows, based off of the discussion and chatter about this company and some of the other things we've seen over the past couple of weeks, you need to deliver a good show.